Hello YouTube, this is Frugal and this is the Frooglesim news for today, Sunday, May 14th. Happy Mother's Day to all those long-suffering mothers and spouses that put up with our flight addiction. First up, UK 2000 this week previewed Norwich Extreme or Echo Golf Sierra Hotel. Norwich is actually the 29th busiest airport in the UK. It serviced 500,000 passengers in 2016 and is familiar to a lot of people because it's her home to KLM City Hopper, who have regularly scheduled service from Norwich to Amsterdam. There are also numerous charter airlines based at Norwich, as well as Bristow Helicopters and Dancopter. These companies, of course, handling ferry flights taking crew and supplies to North Sea oil rigs regularly. No idea of a release date or a price of UK 2000's Norwich Extreme just yet. I do expect it to launch fairly soon though for both FSX and Prepared. UK 2000 are a bit of a favourite of mine. I have a lot of their scenery, and from the screenshots this looks up to their usual high quality standards. Sticking with previews, FS Dream Team this week previewed Kilo Sierra Delta Foxtrot or Louisville International Airport. Now, Louisville International Airport is located in Jefferson County, Kentucky. It has 3 runways. It does not have international passenger flights, but it is, however, a US port of entry, as it's a hub for numerous international cargo companies. One of those, of course, is UPS. KSDF is actually Worldport, the UPS worldwide hub, so all you freight cargo pilots are going to love the release of this. It's also a joint public and military airport, home to the Kentucky Air National Guard's 123rd Airlift Wing, operating C-130s. More info on a release date and a price as soon as I have it. In the meantime, you can check out more screenshots of this over at FS Dream Team's Facebook page, linked in the show notes below. FS Dream Team this week also previewed Kilo Charlie Lima Tango or Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Again, a joint civil military airport, and this is the 2nd largest hub for American Airlines after Dallas Fort Worth. It's also the 6th busiest airport in the United States and is a major gateway to the Caribbean. It has 4 runways, 3 of which are parallel, and is also home to the Carolinas Aviation Museum, which currently houses November 106 Uniform Sierra or the Airbus that was ditched in the Hudson by Captain Sullenberger. Now, if FS Dream Team do the internal terminal and building walk around, I wonder if they're going to put that aircraft in the Aviation Museum. That would be kind of cool. No news on a release date or a price. This is a preview. Stay tuned for more information, and again, check out FS Dream Team's Facebook page, linked in the show notes below. More preview news as Coronado this week previewed their upcoming Fokker 50. Now, the Fokker 50 was a successor to the Fokker 27 Friendship. It was developed in the early 80s and is powered by Pratt & Whitney Canada PW127B turboprop engines, which featured a 30% reduction in fuel consumption over the F27. The Coronado screenshots posted to Facebook that you're looking at right now look pretty early in development for this aircraft. Stay tuned for more news as I have it, and keep an eye on Coronado's Facebook page, linked in the show notes below. Over to the world of X-Plane now, and XP Realistic released this week. Now, this is a cockpit immersion add-on for X-Plane, and it does a number of really cool things. First, it significantly improves turbulence effects and G-force effects in the cockpit. Second, it features improved sounds for a whole ton of stuff, including sounds of drag, both from control surfaces on the aircraft, as well as drag depending on the behavior of the airframe. New effects added include dashboard shake on stall, improved ground roll sounds, and more effects being added all the time as well. There's also a UI built in to let you completely tweak options and assign per aircraft profiles. Now, given that this is a tool that not only changes sound and environmental effects based on what the aircraft is doing, but also changes the view and the camera effects, it is X-Camera and Track-IR compatible. In fact, the developers recommend that you get X-Camera. It's a favorite tool of theirs. The price is $14.99. More information at the xplane.org store, link in the show notes below. Sticking with X-Plane, SimCoders this week released the Reality Expansion Pack for the Coronado B58 Baron. Now, I'm a big fan of the Reality Expansion packs for X-Plane. They typically take Coronado aircraft and bring them up to almost AccuSim level quality in terms of the simulation and the systems simulation in particular. The Reality Expansion Pack for the B58 Baron features interactive checklists, a full walk-around for pre-flight, improved aircraft towing system, a full maintenance hangar, completely accurate startup procedures, and overhauled and accurate sounds, including switches and wind, even the engine buzz when the engines are out of sync. Version 3 of the reality expansion pack, which is in this add-on, also has a greatly improved user interface over the previous two versions and no longer needs the Sassel plugin. Also features a full simulation of the starter, including fuel flooding and vapor lock, accurate oil simulation, improved damage system, and really frankly a ton more features. Do check out the explain.org store link in the show notes below for the complete list of all the features, but basically adding this to version 3 of Coronado's B58 gives you a completely different and highly realistic simulation of the Baron on Explain. The price is just $19.99. Next up, Dovetail this week announced that Flight Sim World will go into early access this coming Thursday. They hosted a live stream giving a glimpse into the actual Sims gameplay and announced in that live stream that they would enter early access on Thursday this week. They also continue to stress how they want to involve the community in building this new Sim platform out, hence the early access. I've got to say I remain very, very dubious. The Sim actually looks very, very good indeed, but the fact that they require third parties to hand over a slice of their income to both Steam and Dovetail frankly just feels a bit icky to me given the legacy of the platform that this is built on. I hope Dovetail changed their mind about this, as the only way to make Flight Sim great again, TM, copyright, trademark, is to allow the wider development community free rein to extend it and build for it. Our third-party community is the single greatest asset of Microsoft's Flight Simulator, which FS World is built on. So it just feels to me completely wrong to see a company that has not in any way been a part of that great legacy swoop in and impose significant restrictions on that third-party community. Anyway, watch the live stream for yourself at the link in the show notes below. Of course, once this enters early access this week, I will take a look. The price, if you're not getting it for free, is about £20. Now, final bit of news this week, Nvidia enhanced the GeForce experience, aka Shadowplay, and it now supports OpenGL, which means you can easily record and live stream your flights in X-Plane at long last. I've actually spent my first serious chunk of time in X-Plane this week, and I'm absolutely loving it. Hope to have a vlog out this week talking about just that, as well as Dovetail's new sim. That's it for this week's show. As always, if I did miss something vital, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll take a look to see if it's worth including in next week's show. Until then, though, my name is Frugal. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.